Alright, so I was going through that bucket of oak that I've mentioned in other videos that never seems to empty or anything like that. And this was a chunk that was in there. As you could kind of see, it's already been a glue up of a whole bunch of other pieces. So I got the one good side. This side does have an area where I filled because there was a gap due to this being from a project that actually ended up being a failed project. But that's where a biscuit was to join pieces together, and then after the project kind of didn't go as planned, I redesigned it and remade it, and then I just took all the chunks I could and try to save them. So basically what I'm going to do here is just take this to the table saw and cut it so it's all square and everything like that. And then the idea is it'll become, basically it's going to become one of these. It looks like it's pretty darn close. I might end up shrinking the pattern and trimming this down a little bit more even. I'll see after I cut it crosswise, because there's even a couple spots here. So we'll see, but in the past, even if it has that there, on one of them I've tried staining it and it didn't quite turn out. So I might trim it down like I said, or I might end up staining this entire thing to blend that color in more. Like I said, it's not that I'm trying to hide things or anything like that. It's just still trying to use the material, and that's not something that's, well, hopefully it's not going to affect anything. It all depends on the pattern and where it gets cut and everything like that. But basically, this I'm thinking I'm going to do to make one of these. So my next step is just going to cut it on the table saw here. And we'll see if I can't kind of do this all in one take. I'm not very good at editing or anything like that, so bear with me. And I'll see if I can't set this up. And hopefully we can see there. And this is my outside shop, and as I may have mentioned before, it is kind of getting winter now and chilly, but even still I'm trying to make sure all my sleeves are out of the way. And then just for lining up, because I do want it square, I'm just literally just going to use one face, hold it against there, lock my table in, and then have my push stick, and then I have another piece that I use just to kind of hold things as well, and then I'll make my cut. There we go, we made my cut. This blade is starting to get a little dull, but you can see kind of burned a bit, and there is a couple little hollow areas there still. So like I said, I might end up trimming this down a bit more. I will have to find the patterns that I have for these and print one off, and then I'll resize it. But this was the first step. I just wanted to kind of get it, at least now it's square. And then, as I said, now I know I should trim this down a bit more. So the next part will be finding the pattern and printing the pattern out, and then cutting this to finished size. But yeah, you can kind of see here there's all the different pieces, and there's the void, and now most of this is garbage, but me being me, there's still some of this that I'll save and maybe get some other little pieces for those layered deer that I've been mentioning. I might be able to get a couple pieces out of there. But yeah, that's just a real quick trimming down. But yeah, you can kind of see how chilly it is out here. You can see my breath. That's the disadvantage of the outdoor shop with no heating. But yeah, that's all for now.